Welcome back, class. Bring in your notebooks, your homework from yesterday, and take a seat somewhere that's not anywhere that by anybody who will distract you. Sorry, this is my second time recording. I'm a little frustrated, class, and the first Zoom call didn't go according to plan. No, but no more interruptions, and now we're present. So, the lesson that we're going to dive right into today is going to be the afterlife. And no, they don't teach this in most schools. Most districts try to avoid this topic. But here at university, we do things a little different. So there's going to be um, uh, people in the class that disagree with me, and that's totally fine. You can leave me a private comment after class. Um, and yeah, man, let's get right into it. So, some of the theories that I've heard throughout my life, and I'm not saying any of these are true, I'm just saying I'm trying to piece the puzzle together. All the pieces are laid out. I'm trying to see what I actually believe. So, some of the theories include reincarnation, purgatory, 7 layers above, same as below, meaning there's 7 layers of heaven, 7 layers of hell. Some people just think there's one heaven and one hell. Um, some people believe in the karma cycle, and if you do really good, you get a better reincarnation, and if you do really bad, you get something like a blade of grass or a tree, something boring. And I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, some people think it just turns off. That's the end. Lights are over once you're dead. I don't think that's true either, because your soul weighs like what, 2.3 ounces or something like that, and they can prove that. So I'm not saying they can prove the afterlife, but I know what I've experienced here on Earth due to different experiments, and I know how to tap into the astral plane, which is this beautiful thing I can't really put into words, but it happens when you're sleeping. There's two different versions that I've experienced. One where I float outside of my body, I can see my face, I can see me asleep, and then I see out my window. It's a portal to whatever I'm imagining. It can be the past, it can be the future, it can be a different place. Um, but that's really cool, because imagine seeing like the pyramids when they were first being built. You can do that on the astral plane. It's a really weird thing that you're able to tap into while asleep, and it only happens with the pineal glands and what that produces in your spinal cord. Now, we're not going to get into that because that's not the afterlife. But I've been told that Jesus used that astral plane, the one above, where it has like highways. They're not highways, they're streaks of blue. And now the Illuminati uses it because they realize that people use the astral plane to manifest and to build their future how they would like. And it really does become a spiritual warfare. Now, I think when you're astral projecting, that you're actually tapping into this chemical in your brain called DMT. I don't know the scientific term, but it's a chemical that you release once you are born, like once you're first out the womb, and once you, and it's produced once you die. And that's what people say when they, or that's what they mean when they say that their life flashed before their eyes, because it literally did. And I'm not sure what it is, but people can break that into a substance and turn it into something called ayahuasca, which is a drug that they can smoke. And basically makes them out like this. Their eyes, sometimes I've seen them open, I've seen them close, but they don't move from their sitting position. And in that time, it's usually around like 15 to 20 minutes, but in that time, they say they lived a whole different life. And I've heard people say they've lived on a different planet, different time period, a different realm of thought. It's just crazy to think that you can find chemicals that can release that in your brain that can make it seem like you're already in the afterlife, but there's no, proof. And me, I haven't done that substance, but I've done other substances like magical mushrooms, and they've made me think I've talked to God. Like, it's not what you would think of God just by hearing of him, but it was so beautiful. It was like my body was in awe, and it wasn't like a floating face or nothing. No, it was like an aura, like the same thing you feel when you walk into a room with somebody that's always enthusiastic or has this real energy to them, and you can feel their presence. It's the same thing, and I don't know what that is either. Well, I'm sure this video is long enough for you guys' short attention spans, but I would like to hear some of your theories in the comments or in my private comment box. And yeah, class, we do have a test tomorrow. It's going to be over some of the things that we've learned so far this semester, even though we're only on day 11. But yeah, guys, make sure you join the class, subscribe, leave a like, share to somebody who maybe is on the fence of knowing what to think about the afterlife. All I would say as my final conclusion is that I believe if your soul is in a pure spot, you can be lifted to a different realm. And I could be totally wrong, but that's just what I feel in my heart. It's better than believing in Scientology. That's gonna be the end of the class.